Hey everybody, I'm Mama Baird and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be whipping up a classic cornbread recipe. Now this is if you run out of Jiffy. Jiffy's pretty great, but if you're out of Jiffy and you want some homemade cornbread, I'm going to show you how to do it. It's super simple, super easy, so let's get in here and let's get it started. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Carolina and I live in Montana. I do a lot of food bank hauls, pantry cooking, and canning and preserving on my channel. If that's the kind of content you're into, I hope you'd consider subscribing. I would love to have you come join me in the kitchen. Alright guys, let's get into this cornbread and you can see how easy it really is. Alright guys, so I got all my ingredients here. Now I have a cornmeal mix, which is just flour and cornmeal mixed together. That's pre-bought. This went out in 2020, so I need to use this up. And I bought this because I didn't really realize that cornbread was just cornmeal and flour mixed together. So you don't necessarily need to pay the extra money for a cornmeal mix. And if you don't have cornmeal mix, then it's just 1 cup of yellow cornmeal and then 1 cup of all-purpose flour is the ratio you're going to be looking for. I have this nice, wonderful 2-cup measuring cup. So I'm just going to measure 2 cups of the mix. But I think I'm going to mix up my wet first. So you're going to have 1 egg. This is 1/3 cup of butter, but you could use any kind of oil you have. And then I'm going to have 1 cup of milk here. This is my home canned milk. I like to do it whenever it's on sale, if I get a lot of it. Or during the summer, they have those Feed the Kids program, and they get lots of milk. So it helps to, they don't drink all of it, so it helps to can it up to help that. So I'm going to use my R2D2 measuring cup and measure out 2 of these. Now the cream does separate. If you see those curdles on top, that's just the cream that has separated from the milk. It's still perfectly good. It smells good, tastes good, it's good. So I like to think of canned milk though as more like evaporated milk. So I just strictly use it in cooking, not really for drinking. Sometimes if I get desperate, I will use it for cereal, but the family doesn't really like drinking it too much, but I still want to save it and use it when I can. All right, so there's our wet. We'll let that sit. And then to my 2 cups of cornbread mixture here, I'm gonna add some salt, 1 teaspoon of salt to it, baking powder. We're gonna do a heaping tablespoon. And then I'm gonna do 1/2 cup of sugar in mine. Just plop it all in there. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. If you like yours a little more sweet, you can add more sugar. If you don't like it as sweet, don't add as much sugar. That's a good thing about this recipe. It's just kind of like a base recipe. And then you could add, you know, bacon grease to it instead of the butter. You could add coconut oil. This, you could add brown sugar instead of regular sugar or something like that. Look at that beautiful mix. It's as simple as that. Now, let's get our cast iron skillet in the oven. So let me show you what I'm gonna do to my skillet before I get it in the oven. This is the lard I had picked up at Walmart. It had a big one. Obviously, it'd be better if you use your own lard, but it's not realistic for everybody. So I'm gonna put quite a bit there because you want it to be able, whenever you pour the cornbread in, to go up the sides, the lard does. All right, so this is going in a 400-degree oven. All right, here's our melted lard. I'm gonna leave this on here so I know it's hot. So this only took about 5 minutes. That's how long our batter's been sitting here. This is also, if you want to mix anything in here, you can mix jalapenos, bacon, cheese, anything like that to make a flavored cornbread. But we're just going with this one. And now it's going back in a 400-degree oven for about 25 minutes. Look at that cornbread. I'm gonna try and flip it over. Let's see if I can do this without burning myself. All right, what I'm gonna do, I take this, put this right here. Do that. Yeah. It's supposed to be able to come straight out. Hope I don't break my pan. Oh boy. Well, it didn't come straight out. That's just it. That's all right. That's all right. Don't fret. Don't fret. Maybe I needed some more lard in there. Oh, look at that though. It looks good. I still think it looks good. Ah. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get some butter on one of these. Well, it turned out a little crumbly. Mmm. That flavor is there though. Get that butter on there. Mmm. I'd eat this just as is. Well, it didn't come out picture perfect, but that's okay. It's all about learning new things and figuring out how to make stuff at home from scratch. And that's not always an easy process. It's not always going to be perfect and right the first time you make it. But I don't want you to let that defeat you. Just like, oh my God, it's a little crumbly. What can I do next time to make it better? It is absolutely delicious though. Way better than Jiffy in my opinion. I like that it's versatile where you could add different stuff to the mix. You could add jalapenos in there. You could add bacon, make like a jalapeno, what are they called? Jalapeno, gosh, why can't I think of it? Popper? Jalapeno popper? Yeah, that's it, jalapeno popper, but cornbread style. Well, I think this turned out delicious. If you have any tips on how you make your cornbread and how to get it to come out perfect, please let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time on Mama Baird's.